Who That was my first single I had ever put out. It didn't connect to radio because it was aggressive. It was just a real rap song with me rapping on it. And just like you said, by the time I released an album, finally got a release date from the label, by the time I had released the album, I didn't have a song that was connecting at radio. Workout was out, and it eventually was 2 times platinum. It was out, but it was nowhere on the charts. It wasn't connecting yet. So when I did those numbers, 220-something thousand or 217,000, nobody expected that. Nobody in the industry expected it. I didn't even know I was going to do those numbers. And what that was just a result of consecutive, nonstop touring, and also a combination of releasing free projects, which was really albums. So you take these mixtapes, these classic mixtapes, mixed with my touring, you develop a real fan base. The music business didn't know that. The industry didn't know that. The record label didn't know.
Even though they'd seen 50 and other people do it on some level before,
yes,
they still didn't get how to do it.
Yeah, they didn't understand it because 50, he had In the Club, which was a huge hit. I didn't have a hit. The industry mind state at this time, up until I dropped my album, the industry mind state was, we sign an artist, we put the artist in the studio. When we feel he has a song that's ready, or he convinces us that this song is the one, we put this song out. If it connects, we give him a release date, we put him out, we see what happens. That if you didn't have a song that connected at radio and the music to the record label, why would you put out an album? Mm-hmm. They didn't see that when I go do these shows and it's 1,000 kids outside, or I'm going to Toronto and I'm selling it and it's 4,000 kids in Toronto, or I go to LA and it's 3,000. They don't see that. You know, they didn't know if that translated to sales. So what we learned is a real solid fan base is way more important than a record at radio or in the clubs, because you have rappers right now who would love to switch positions with me, but they're way hotter than me. They got way more songs than me on the radio. They got way more songs than me in the club. I go in the club, I go out a lot. When I go out in the club, I might hear they probably only playing my song because I'm in the club that night. I don't have a lot of club records that move the club. But I go in the club and I hear 1 million songs from this rapper, 1 million songs from that rapper, but that rapper can't sell the records I sell because he's not connecting to the people the way that I am. He is on the radio and he is when they want to party, but in terms of touring, in terms of saying the things that's going to affect their lives, in terms of an emotional connection, feeling they don't have that. So that's what led to those first week sales on the first album, which changed the game.